This is Seed Sunday, a weekly series where I show you seeds for Minecraft Console Edition that are particularly notable or worth checking out in some way, and this week's seed is of course both. It includes all the basic things that people want and that I, occasionally do videos on that are pretty basic, so stuff like a Flatland at spawn, stuff like NPC villages with good blacksmith chests, but also combines that with a lot of wackiness to make the seed a really unique one that also has, some really basic ones that a lot of people want. So this seed might be a little shorter than normal, this seed video I should say, but it's still definitely worth checking out. So basically the seed is undocumented. It's going to be on screen and on the description right now. As in undocumented, as in that's the seed name, not the seed is undocumented. I just don't have it. And let's just show you around the place then. So this is where you spawn, around about here. Obviously the spawn's an approximate area, but you spawn right here on this area, which besides all the tall grass, which by the way, there's just an insane amount of tall grass, but besides all the tall grass, it's a perfect area for building because look at all this area that's just roughly the same kind of level. Then you've got a river here, but it's a massive area to just build on, so if you want just start building in creative immediately, but you don't want to use Flatland, this is great for that. If you just want to start building a dirt house as soon as you spawn, because that's all you want to do, then it's great for that too. But yeah, you never really have to leave the spawn because there is a lovely Flatland here, and I really think that's a great feature in a seed. So the second great thing this seed has that people want is the blacksmith chest just to the north of the spawn. So there is a village just to the northeast of the spawn, and in this village it has all the main things you want. It has a church, so you can get the priest villager. It has a blacksmith chest, so you can obviously get some really nice things, which it actually includes 6 obsidian, 1 diamond, so not much by itself, but including some of the other stuff we'll get later, it's a great start. Iron chestplate and helmet, so half a full set of iron armor, and 6 oak saplings. Because, the seed just doesn't have enough trees. Just no trees in sight. Just none of them. So yeah, that's, besides that, it's also got lots of planters. It has a library, so you can trade your sugarcane or whatever. And it's just a generally really great, really big village that's definitely great. If this village isn't enough, though, just to the west of it, if you want to get some other trades, there is a second village. This doesn't have nearly the same amount of things, but it does have some planters for some more wheat. It has some more villages for more trades. And it also has a library, so that if you want to trade sugarcane for paper or whatever, or you want to do weird things like that, then you can do that here. It also has a dungeon that can be explored from just next to these coordinates here. So, yeah, these coordinates for this village, these are the coordinates for this village. They're just north of spawn. They shouldn't be hard to miss. Before we go further north, where there is a really nice jungle biome, I do want to go to the south a little bit and show you the cool things you can find there. Because, as I mentioned before, the seed is very conventional in a lot of ways, but also very wacky. And the bottom, half of the map, there's a little, at the bottom right, I should say, is this big island that's just a regular, kind of flatland kind of seed, where it's just lots and lots of regular stuff, and then the, islands where it gets wacky, but the regular stuff does have some cool things. So, if you go to the very south of the map, these coordinates, you'll actually find this ravine, which has 2 ravines going through it, and then those 2 ravines themselves then meet up and have a third ravine going through that, which is, it's absolutely insane, and I know I like Ravineception, and it seems like it's in every seed, but it's something that's, always really cool to see. It also has some exposed gold ore here, which is an incredible find, because it means that if you get some apples from your oak trees, you can get 6 golden apples, it looks like, just straight off the bat from, going down here, 5 golden apples, but yeah, just getting that straight away without having to go mining, it's really amazing. So, exposed gold ore, always a great thing, as well as lots of room to explore, because the ravines just keep going into more ravines, which is always a fun thing to explore. Let me just show you, it also goes, I think if you go far enough this way, yeah, you end up in another ravine, or you just, okay, whatever, yeah, so, lots and lots of ravine fun to be had. If you like ravines, another great ravine seed. I think a lot of seeds have really great ravines, but this is one of my favourite ones so far. Then, if you go to a little bit to the east of that, you end up in this jungle biome right here. This is probably the tall of the 2 jungle biomes, because it does include quite a few hills, so if you want to, build a house on top of the jungle, then this is maybe your thing. And it also has an extreme hill biome linked to it, but this is the less of the 2 extreme hill biomes, this is the less of the 2 jungles in my opinion, because all it really includes is this weird formation, which is a weird thing to look at, but it's not something you want to build a house on or anything. So yeah, there's that. Now let's quickly just head further to the north again, so I can show you one of my favourite wacky parts of this seed, because the north jungle biome just in the north of the map, it's a little bit different to the other one, because if you go inside this jungle biome, so you look at it, it looks a little normal, you're thinking, oh, what's so great, does it have a temple in it? Yeah, it does have a temple in this jungle, but it's not the temple you're probably expecting. This is the temple this jungle has. You can probably notice this is a desert temple, because for some reason desert temples don't spawn based on biome, they spawn based on where they find sand, and of course there's a little beach in this biome, so that's just a really handy thing to find right there. So if you just head in here now, you'll see that there's the normal stuff, but the really cool thing to me is the fact that there's the nice juxtaposition of the desert temple, a typically desert thing, and then there's all the vines inside, which is just the weirdest thing to see together. So yeah, 4 normal chests, you have a pretty good chance of finding diamonds in them. If not, you're at least going to get a start with some iron, and yeah, that's what you can do there. There's also a chance for emeralds, so that's why it's great just to find this, and it's also the weirdest thing ever. You could probably convince your friends you built this yourself, confuse them and whatnot, and yeah, great thing to find the seed. It's also weirdly facing, by the way. It's facing this way, even though the beach is here. I have no idea why it's doing that, but that's the desert temple for you. So heading further north of this, you'll find the one true desert biome in the seed, which is handy if you need cacti for cacti greens and whatnot. If you don't have a desert biome, you just can't really do that, which is unfortunate. Which also has some surface lava. Surface lava is always great, and yeah, also some sugarcane. So just a nice place if you want to chill, have a kind of beach party resort place. I don't even know, but yeah, that's why the desert temple's desert biome is nice and is worth checking out. So heading a little bit to the west of that, you find the extreme hill biome, one that's definitely worth second down on. This is extremely high up, on the higher points up on the map, and it also has a tree, so you can just kind of have a nice little small house here and try and challenge people to get up here. So on top of that, this extreme hill biome also has a single pumpkin, which is always nice if you want to start a pumpkin farm or whatever, if you want to make pumpkin pie, and it also has a weird half ravine in one of the mountains, and this is like a baby extreme hill biome, which is always funny to look at. So that's all of the normal part of the seed. As I said, it's split into 2 parts. The regular half, which is the bottom right kind of landmass, and then there's the 5 islands. So of the 5 islands, 3 are mushroom biomes, and 2 are snow biomes. So let's show you the mushroom biomes first, because everybody loves a good mushroom biome. So the first one is a massive one, a very chunky one. If you want one that looks kind of like this, and it's just kind of out there, that you can build inside as well as on top of, that's why this island is here. As well as that, it's pretty big, so that means lots of mycelium to be had. You can extend this pretty far if you wanted to. As well as this, the second mushroom island is just over here. And this is the opposite. It's a very flat, a very small mushroom biome. It's nice if you just want to have a flat place to build on. If you want to build a house on here, but you don't want to flatten the area first or whatever, great for that. And then the final mushroom biome is just the north up there. I'm sure you can find it yourself. There's nothing really remarkable about that. So the other 2 islands are both snow biome islands. So this first one is a little bit chunkier, a little less beach, and a little ugly to look at from above, but there's a good source of spruce trees here. So you could take away all the spruce trees and try and terraform it if you wanted to. There's an idea. There's also a few caves around the place that you can find, so there's that too. But besides that, it's not really that amazing an island. It's got a lot of ice to collect, but yeah, not really a whole bunch of amazing stuff going on. This one, however, I really like, because not only does it really neat and look really nice, as you can see, the beach kind of surrounds the whole thing. There's also a really nice cove here that you could turn into like a dock for taking boats to and from the place. If you go to the lake, which is at these coordinates, if you dig down from here, the stronghold is to be found. So that's always a nice thing. Of course, the end portal is always a nice thing to find the coordinates of. But the weird thing about this stronghold is, if you go inside it, I've made a torch trail. Of course, this doesn't exist in the normal thing. If you go this coordinates from the end portal, so you take a right, then you go down the stairs, you take another right, and then you take a left after you go through an iron door, and you realise that there's actually a zombie spawner just chilling inside the temple, which is always odd. You go inside the thing, and you find out that there's 2 chests in here. The first chest, just some normal stuff. Oh, gunpowder, grapes. Oh, redstone, awesome. But the second chest includes a Silk Touch enchantment book, which is one of those rare things that a lot of people spend a lot of time getting. But with this seed, you just get a Silk Touch enchantment right from as soon as you get the stronghold, which is always a great thing to find. So, especially combine the fact that this is a snow biome, and you can get some ice of that, that's just an amazing thing in my opinion. So yeah, this seed is pretty great in a lot of ways. Thank you to a subscriber for sending this to me.